get lost while taking a road trip? It seemed to happen every summer with my family. I remember how my mom would get so mad at Dad because he'd never stop to ask directions. He'd just study his little Rand McNally map some more and keep trying, usually until all of us were starving and so tired we couldn't keep our eyes open. I laughed. Oh yes, I remember those good old days. My daddy was the same way. You know how we are as guys, I said, nodding toward our friend in the driver's seat, about not asking for help or admitting we can't figure something out on our own. Thank goodness for GPS. If only we had GPS, Tammy said. The afternoon light was beginning to fade. We saw no other signs of life anywhere. Getting frustrated, I studied the map on my phone, annoyed that technology wasn't working like it should, and once again tried to talk to our driver. More and more, I felt like we were driving in circles, making the same 10-kilometer loop through the heart of Tuscany. We knew where we wanted to go. We thought we had the right directions. We assumed our tools of technology would work. We even had a driver with knowledge of the area. But we were lost. Lost and found. With the usually reliable advantage of technology and GPS, I know most people don't get lost very often. But as Tammy and I found out the hard way, it can still happen. You'll be happy to know our driver eventually managed to get us there, a direct result, I'm convinced, of the prayers Tammy and I eventually began to offer from the back seat. When was the last time you got lost? Maybe you were driving to an unfamiliar destination or walking through a foreign city. You might have forgotten your phone or thought you knew where you were going. Or perhaps you couldn't get a phone or Wi-Fi signal, even though your GPS knew the way. Unfortunately, we all get lost, if not physically and geographically, then spiritually and emotionally. We reach a juncture where we don't know which way to go. A job offer, an opportunity to move, a new relationship, a sense of God's calling. Any one of these may be the catalyst, but following through without knowing exactly where your new path will lead can be both exciting and frightening. As a pastor, I get to be a student of people and how they navigate life's path. I encounter so many who don't know where they're going or even where they want to go. They know something is missing and they long for a clearer sense of purpose and direction, but they just can't seem to find it. Others have been on a spiritual journey at a comfortable pace for most of their lives, so comfortable, in fact, that they feel caught in a rut, spinning their wheels in a life that feels predictable, even boring. They, too, long for a deeper meaning, a deeper joy, a deeper connection to the God they love and the Savior they're committed to following. But they don't know where to turn or how to step off the treadmill they're on. Some people are simply exhausted. Perhaps a major detour has left them reeling. A health crisis, divorce, or job loss has rerouted them from the path they once thought their lives would follow. They know God has a plan for them and have caught glimpses of where they're going, but after being sidelined, they're tired and not sure how to get going again. It may seem like a cliche, but it's true. We're all on a journey. You may have no clue where you are on your journey through life right now, or you might think you know exactly where you are and where you're going. Or like most of us, you may be somewhere in between, trying to listen to God's voice while watching the road signs, anticipating changes in the weather, and hoping for clear direction at major crossroads. At various points along our life's journey, we all ask, now what? Which way do I go? Which direction is the right direction? Where will this road take me? Is that really where I want to go? During these crossroads moments, we need to pause and remember our priorities. We need to look beyond what's logical or convenient or advantageous. We need to look to God as our ultimate GPS, our soul's true compass, if we want to live a life that's purposeful, joyful, and significant for eternity. When we don't see God's vision for our lives, we're in danger of settling for an earthly counterfeit of fulfillment. Without God showing us what's next and leading the way, we tend to focus on ourselves. The emphasis becomes improving ourselves, achieving fame or popularity, building a platform to get our name out there, or making another dollar. But if we want to move forward with true confidence, purpose, and hope, we have to let God guide us. That's why I've written this book. Not that I've got it all figured out, but I know the one who does, and you can know him too. If your faith journey is just beginning, don't worry, because you won't get lost in this book. If you're a mature believer who's been walking with Christ for a while now, there's still plenty for you. No matter where you are, let this book be a spiritual field guide to help you find your way. No matter where you are, you can know what's next. Section 1. Know God.